What up, gang? Today I'm going to teach you the only 6 speed rap tips you're ever going to need. I haven't made many speed rap videos, but so many people, thousands of people have been asking for it, so I decided to make the best speed rapping video you're ever going to watch in your life. I'm Rob Level, a music artist just like you, and it took me a while to really learn how to speed rap, get used to it, get good at it. And this is Smart Rapper. Make sure you subscribe because we help tens of millions of artists already, and I want to help you too. So first off, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. It's going to help you a lot. Today I'm going to teach you all the secrets to speed rapping that all your favorite rappers like Tech9, Eminem, MGK, name a speed rapper. I'm going to show you how they do it. You're going to be able to learn this today, and you're going to be able to speed rap after this video because just understanding these little tidbits that are going to make you different. It's what's going to help you set you apart, right? So this just watching a little video make you 10 times better? Come on, I got your back. And if you don't know how I know what I know, you're going to find out in the intro. I'm Rob Level, a successful music artist that's been rapping for over 10 years. I've been posted everywhere from Complex to TMZ. I've had label deals, charted top 100, written songs for major artists with Grammy winners. On here, I teach you everything I learned in the music business. So as I learn, you get to learn too. This is Smart Rap. All right, now number 1, this isn't even so much speed rapping. This is actually a little trick, and the rest of them are gonna be like the secrets, all right? But number 1 is actually tricking people into making them think that you're actually rapping faster than you are. Therefore, it'll sound like speed rapping, or you can also use this to sound like you're rapping faster in any song. So knowing this, first of all, is gonna be massively beneficial to you. And you're gonna do this using something called Midbar Contrast, or really I coined it as Rob Level's roller coaster rap, because I've never seen anybody else explain this to somebody, and also I do it on a very regular basis. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, let's think about this. If you speed rap for an entire song, the whole song sounds fast. So after they get past the first verse, they're in the chorus, they're in the second verse, it just sounds normal now because the whole song was fast. But if you rap certain parts of the song slower than other parts, when you do speed rap, it'll sound a lot faster. And this is how you use contrast to actually sound like you're better than you are. Because if you rap really slow like this, and then suddenly you're rapping really fast like this, right? Like, you see the difference? It actually sounds way faster than it was. But if it was just fast, it would just sound normal after a minute. So you gotta really duck in and out and change the pacing of your flows. And the whole point of speed rapping is you want people to think that you rap really fast, right? Of course. Well, this trick is massive for that. Now, my roller coaster method is this. You actually start off in the beginning of a bar and you actually slightly increase the speed of it, go back down, and then you speed up, okay? But you can do this in any way. You can start fast, go slow. It's just up, down really quickly. And it's done really easily. All you really need to do is just add a couple syllables in one of your bars. And when you do that, it means that you're gonna have to actually say the lyrics faster to actually fit them into the bar, which is gonna sound like you're speed rapping. So less syllables in the previous bar, more syllables in the next bar, less syllables in that next bar, and it just makes this pattern. Okay, so it makes it like a roller coaster ride to a listener. Okay, it goes up and it goes wee, and then up and then wee. You see what I'm saying? It's a pattern. It's a flow. I'm gonna give you an example with one of my songs that has 5 million views on it. Damn! This released in 2011, so you know that I've been doing this. This is nothing new to me, but you're gonna notice how I go slow and then it speeds up at the end of the bar, and it sounds way more entertaining. Let me play that for you.
Your inside sweeter than a trick-or-treater's guts. And she knows where I'm at, I'm in the booth chillin'. Trying to make the whole world mine, you looking at a super villain.
Now notice that, the beginning of that bar, and you know where I'm at, I'm in the booth chillin'. Trying to make the whole world mine, you looking at a super villain. Okay, see how it's sped up in the middle of the bar and then slowed down towards the end? It was slow, fast, slow. When you do that, it's very entertaining to the listener. And you can do this through your songs, and you can adjust where that speed variation happens. Using this contrast of having slow parts and fast parts is gonna make you sound like you're actually a way better speed rapper. It works, trust me. Number 2, you're gonna understand speed rapping way better if you understand linguistics. Linguistics. I can't even say a damn word right now. Because it's funny, I'm saying linguistics because that's not only the linguistics, but you're also gonna have to understand where words leave your tongue when you stop saying the end of a word. And this is actually crazy, and most people don't know this, but this is a massive part of speed rapping. It's gonna blow your mind. Did you ever think about where your tongue is in your mouth after you end a word?
3 easy steps.
Have you ever thought about that ever? And did you ever think about where your tongue has to be in your mouth to say the next word? So this is massive to speed rapping because if you learn how to choose your words based on where your tongue is in your mouth, and this is actually how speed rappers get exceptionally good at this, you're able to move and flow from one word to the next without fumbling your tongue or having to worry about the constraint of changing how you're gonna say the next word. It's very interesting, and most people don't realize this. This is some advanced technique stuff, right? And I'm gonna give you examples so you understand what's going on here. Say apple real quick, okay? Say apple. You gotta say it out loud. Or say a little apple. okay? And notice where the L is. Hold the L at the end. Apple. Look where your tongue is in your mouth. Tongue's in the front of your mouth, okay? So now think about it. If you wanted to say any other word that didn't start with the L, because you're ending it with apple, you're gonna have to move your tongue somewhere else in your mouth, which is gonna take more time for you to shift from one word to the next word. But if the next word that you used after apple was an L word, well, you're already starting the word. The words blend. Now it sounds like you're really speed rapping. So let's just choose a random word. Let's say lunge, okay? Because it starts with the L. So apple lunge, apple lunge, apple lunge, effortlessly, okay? Now say it out loud. Say apple lunge. And look at where your tongue is when lunge ends. It's on the G or the J sound. This isn't hard. So now you can say a word like jester, because a jester might throw an apple, right? I'm just throwing random words out there. Say it out loud fast. Apple lunge jester, apple lunge jester, apple lunge jester. Now let's choose other words that are similar to those. So instead of saying lunge, let's say throw. Instead of jester, we'll say clown. So you're basically saying the same things, right? But notice how this is gonna flow out of your mouth instead of apple lunge jester. Apple throw clown. Apple throw clown. My tongue has to move. I can just feel it. Apple throw clown. Apple throw clown. That's so much harder to say, right? And it may seem so minuscule, but when you're saying 12 words plus in a bar, that additional slight millisecond that you get moving word to word is going to allow you to fit a couple more syllables in. Therefore, you're going to sound like you rap faster because you're actually fitting more syllables into a bar because you can say them faster. Massive trick.
Massive.
And this is why it's imperative when you actually write your speed raps, which I'm sure you're already doing this, but it's imperative that you're saying them out loud as you're actually writing them. Because saying them in your head doesn't use your tongue. And everyone's mouth shape is different, okay? So if you've ever been like, man, why doesn't this fit the same way? Like the flow just doesn't fit. It's not just the flow. It's the wording and where your actual tongue is in your mouth when you're ending certain words that are also affecting the flow of it. And I know you've done it because I've done it 100 times. Like, man, I wrote this in my head and I wrote this to the beat, but it doesn't fit. That's why. Smart rapper. Now I actually thoroughly explain all of this stuff and everything else about speed rapping in my Speed Rap Masterclass. And I'll actually put a link below to you guys for that. It's the only speed rapping masterclass that exists anywhere. Who better to make it than somebody who can actually speed rap? Inside of the masterclass, I actually bring a voice actor in and she explains how voice actors manipulate their voice, manipulate and how they use their tongue in order to say things. And I actually learned a lot from this when I did this for you guys. So it's something that you really should see. It's very, very interesting. It's very cool. And it's gonna make you a better speed rapper. Number 3 for speed rapping is this. Take any lyrics that you have that you've already written to a song that fit and don't say them at the normal speed that you wrote them. Say them at double speed. A lot of people don't realize this. To some people, this is a duh. But a lot of people, it's not so much a duh. They don't think about this. I can take normal lyrics that I've written at a normal speed and I can double speed say them to a beat. And now it sounds like speed rapping. Yet you've already written it. It's not that complicated. You can also take lyrics that you've written in any one of your pads, any one of your notepads, anything you've ever written, and you can read those and read them at double speed onto any beat where you want to speed rap. The most that you'll actually have to do is remove a syllable or add a syllable to make it bounce better. Sometimes you'll have to add a rhyme, but most of the time it will just fit because if you're doing double speed, you did a rhyme at the end of every bar. You're basically gonna have 2 rhymes in every bar, aren't you?
Hell yes.
See, these are very simple things, but again, things I didn't learn for years and years and years. And now I'm just giving you guys that knowledge, you know? So please hit me with a subscribe. This is what I do. I got you guys back, all right? Now, if this sounds a bit complicated, again, in my Speed Rap Masterclass, I actually show you how I take random lyrics and I just can double speed rap them, and I show you how to fix them and all that stuff. And that's why my Speed Rap Masterclass is very helpful if you are really serious about doing speed raps, because you may already have all your speed raps already written and you didn't even know it. You just gotta know how to deliver the same bars you've already have written. And I can show you how to do that, all right? I'll put a link to the Speed Rap Masterclass below. And just for checking it out, I'll give you a free cheat sheet that's gonna help you with speed rapping, okay? Or go to smartrapper.com/speedrap. You got 2 more tricks coming in this video that are just gonna blow your mind, all right? But first, hit me with a sub real quick. I appreciate it. 5, 4, 3,
on your balls,
2,
grab a handful.
1. All right, I hope you hit that subscribe button for me. I really appreciate it. And hit the little bell when you do, because it'll notify you when we release new videos, so you can get smarter and smarter every day, all right? Let's do this. Number 4, to make your speed rap seem more impressive, you're actually gonna use contrast, like we talked about in number 1, but you're gonna use it in larger sections of the song. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you examples. And my new song, Look Good on Camera, the hooks are super catchy and slow and melodic, and then inside of the verses, they're double speed, because it really pulls the listener in after a hook. They're like, oh, because it immediately becomes more impressive, and it sounds even faster than it is. And let me show you that, okay?
I put that shit on my grandma. All my guns come with bananas. You better mind your manners. I go nuts like cans of planners. Keep it lit like I'm a camper. I'm the only one that matters. They like who that? Spending money getting loot back. Pocket like people, they be too fat. Stack coupe cat with the roof back. 22 shoes, new in shoe, I'ma shoot back.
Pretty cool, right?
Hell yes.
you'll notice it's because I use contrast coming out of a slow hook or even any slow part of the song that I decide to make that part slow. When I speed rap after that, it sounds so much faster, right? But it's no faster than what I would have did anyway. It's just where I decided to put it. And that's why arrangement is so powerful. And I'll also show you that in my Speed Rap Masterclass. Again, link below this video. And I don't just do this once in the song. I actually do it numerous times to keep the listener entertained. Check this out. Now in the second verse, I jump in with a double speed verse as well. But I only speed rap half of the bar. I leave the other half of it blank. It's like putting food halfway into their mouth and then taking it out, and then halfway into their mouth and then taking it out, right? Because I could have did the same exact pattern from the first verse, but instead I did a speed rap, but I left tension in there by leaving a silence. And this also makes this section sound new and not like the first section, so it's also another interesting piece. But that's not all I do, because after those 4 bars, I rap at a normal speed flow, which is half the speed of the other flow, and I do it with a very interesting pattern. And then after that, I jump back into speed rapping again. So what's happening? Speed rap with the pauses, slow, jumping into double speed, okay? This is using contrast in all these different sections to really entertain and pull the listener in. And it really works.
I go nuts like cans of planners. Keep it lit like I'm a camper. I'm the only one that matters. I show up with the bag all oozing. Flipping stacks with the flapjack moving. No luck, no help, I do it. More dry than the payback shooting. Okay, alright. I said I let your ass spend the night, but you better do what I like, and I require you me right. Got a war zone foul. Please don't give me all round. Gonna give respect like bow. Shooters breathe down. You looking at me, best smile, or you get smacked in your mouth. Nick Cannon style, known to wild out. Ain't clean the clothes, and you best not shout. About to get burned, best simmer that down. I'll beat your ass up right in front of your child.
You see how entertaining that is?
Hell yes.
Roller coaster.
Whoa. Keep
them entertained. Don't forget to check that song out. It's called Look Good on Camera. Love that song. Check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music. I bet that speed rapping course is looking a little bit more enticing now, isn't it? Number 5, instruments, rhythm, speed rap trick. You're gonna be able to add more rhythm and make it sound like you're rapping faster in any song that you work on if you pay attention to where you actually put the speed rap. If you actually decide to do a speed rap in a part where there's hi-hats actually on the song, it's getting its own rhythm and sounds faster already. When you do that, you're creating your speed rap on top of something that has a sub rhythm to it, which increases and enhances how fast your speed rap actually sounds. Most people don't know this, because it'll sound like you're actually speed rapping even faster because of the way the instruments are kicking behind you. So when you're gonna decide where you're gonna place a speed rap, when I'm telling you to do slower, faster, decide on how you do it, it's gonna help you to decide to do it in areas where there's already hi-hats. If you look back at the last example, I jump in with speed raps when there's no hi-hats yet, okay? And then I did the normal speed, but then when it drops and all the instruments hit in, I definitely do double speed, and I do it for the full pattern. It's these little tidbits that'll make the difference between you being good and you being great. And that's what Smart Rapper's for, guys. Well, let me give you another example of how using the instrumental and the pieces of the beat where your speed raps are gonna go are actually gonna help you carry it and sound better. All right, now I'm gonna show you how adding certain instruments such as hi-hats and other drums and other instruments really into certain areas of your song will increase the way that your speed rap sounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you my flow on my I Want Revenge song, and you can see right here, if you look at it closely, let me pull these bigger. You can see here, more drums are happening in this area compared to here, okay? Here, no drums are happening, it's just the sample. And I wanna show you the big difference that happens when I play my flow over this area compared to what happens when we play it with this area, because you're gonna notice how it flows even better and sounds like it's actually more speed rapping and really carries through into this area simply because these drums exist here. All right, now let's go ahead and play it with these hi-hats in, and then I'll play it without. You're gonna see the difference. Watch how my flow flows so well through here. All right, let's go.
Tell me when I win awards, I thank myself. You don't really want it like I want, so you don't have it. Even addicts wake up broke, but then they hustle for their habits. Wine song working, waiting. Boy, you think I'm master chest like Bobby Fischer. All this patience waited by my stress and issue.
All right, you see how that flowed perfectly, went all the way through, and it started even sounding better when I hit this point right here. Right? All right, now I'm gonna play the part where the drums actually drop out and it's just a sample, and you'll notice how it loses energy, and it also doesn't flow as well into the drop, right? So let me show you guys that.
Tell me when I win awards, I thank myself. You don't really want it like I want, so you don't have it. Even addicts wake up broke, but then they hustle for the habits. Wine song working, waiting. Boy, you think I'm master chest like Bobby Fischer. All this patience waited by my.
All right, so you notice that there really loses the energy there compared to if you simply have the drums in. And you can do this in any song, or you can always add those instruments in there and see how it sounds with those instruments, change the arrangement, add more drums, add a different piece of the beat in there, test things and see how it sounds section to section, because it'll actually make you sound like you're rapping better. So it's pretty cool, right? Now that actually from a song I just released. It's called I Want Revenge. And that song I talk about how I caught my first 2 felonies. It's a really good song, really real talk. And I think that, well, I know that a lot of you out there watching this are really gonna relate to it. It's very honest, very open. And I think that everybody wants revenge in some way or another, so I think you're gonna like it. Right. I'll put a link below for that too. Or go to Spotify, type in Rob Level, look up I Want Revenge, or it's on YouTube too, go check out the lyric video. I think you're really gonna like it. And number 6, most people don't know this or think about this, but you can do your speed raps in pieces. It doesn't have to be recorded all at once. They never have to be delivered perfect. You can do dozens of takes. No one's gonna know how many takes you did. What matters is, does it sound good when it's done?
Hell yes.
Sometimes you just can't get the right take, or it's so fast you're just like, you can't get it, right? Sometimes you need more breath. Sometimes it's just all these little things, but none of that matters. All that matters is you get it all recorded and sounding good. You can combine the best pieces, and I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. All right, just so you guys know what the speed rap sounds like in the first place that I'm about to show you, and what it actually sounds like in these different pieces, you're gonna see it blends perfectly. So I'm just gonna play it really quick for you. Let's do it.
Don't black out, I white out, my eye on the eye now, and night on right now. You about to find out, I'd rather die than to lie down. Risking the rats, I'm be bitten, no shit, good they good written. Listen, I'm living magician, the king and the prince, I got princess, but never a fiction. Listen, I was even been a beast, make a mood off.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool, now let's talk about how I dub these in. All right, now I'm inside of a song where I have some speed raps here, and if you look at this, this is how you can dub in speed raps. So if you see the pink ones, right, the pink ones were all one of their own take, and then the purple ones are the dub-ins, where I was like, I don't like the tone of this, I don't like the way that I enunciated it, so I'm gonna re-record it and tuck it in. And you can see what happens here. So since these 2 are different takes, what happens is just these 4 words, I was like, I wanna say those different, right? So I recorded and I added those in there, and then the same thing happened here, and then the same thing happened at the end. And you'll notice you could really do it with as much as 1 word. If I really wanted to, it could just be like 1 word was added in right here. It doesn't matter. And in order to make them piece together, all you do is put a fade. So then you fade them together and it all flows perfectly fine, all nice and smooth, all together. It's very easy, so don't worry about it. You can do 50 different pieces if you needed to. All right, now you know you can dub them in when it comes to speed rapping. So don't stress yourself out next time you're gonna do speed raps. Just remember you can always record that extra piece and just tuck it in and fade it. It's gonna fit nice and smooth. There you go. Let's get back to the video. You see? Look at how I pieced it together. Yeah! Sounds great. And by the way, because I had to open the session, you're listening to an unmixed version of the song.
God damn.
The final version of it sounds even better. All right, I think you probably learned a lot about speed rapping from this video, so imagine what's inside of my speed rapping masterclass. I'm gonna put a link below for you. But even if you don't want to get that, I understand. What I want to give you today is a free cheat sheet and checklist for every time you go to speed rap, because I taught you a ton of stuff in this video, but I want to make sure that you don't forget it next time you go to speed rap. It's a lot of stuff, okay? So if you have the checklist in front of you, you can go, oh yeah, let me do that. Oh, let me do that. Because if you didn't write it down, you're probably not gonna remember right now. And you don't want to go all the way back to the video writing them down. So just let me give you the cheat sheet. And when you're getting the cheat sheet, 100% free, of course, you're gonna be able to check out my Speed Rap Masterclass on that same page. So just look at it, see all the amazing stuff you're gonna get, and see how I can take you to the next level with my Speed Rap Masterclass. I like this. It's gonna take you to the next level, all right? If you wanna get really good at that, as well as other stuff, go look and see. You're gonna love it, all right? So go get your cheat sheet. All the links are below this video for you. And make sure that you subscribe. Because remember, you're not just subscribing for me, you're subscribing because when you subscribe, you're helping me help other artists just like you, okay? And that means it also helps you, because it allows me to inform artists just like you, independent artists, who are trying to do it and grind, that the record labels are not helping. They're not helping you, so screw them. It's us versus them, all right? So when you subscribe, you're helping me fight the major labels and help artists just like you grow and do it themselves, all right? Without feeling they need all this. You can do it yourself, okay? One step at a time. So to keep learning and growing and keep trying and keep doing new things every single day, they're gonna take you to the next level. So hit that subscribe for me, hit the little bell when you do, because it's gonna notify you when I release these videos so you can get smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter and take your career to the next level. Hit me with a comment below. You guys have any questions? Hope this video helped you out. Go and get your cheat sheet below this video and check out the Speed Rap Masterclass, all right? And either way, it's gonna help you a lot. It's what I do. Keep hustling, gang. I'll see you at the top.
Level.
Ooh, I would've thought by now that I'd be way past these days. By now that my top be down on my brand new black Mercedes.
5, saving to survive.